Alright, it's your boy Spankdog, aka Puffinstein at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Alright, we're gonna be talking about money today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it covers so many subjects, so many areas, you know what I'm saying? And like first of all, right now, going through a little bit, I wouldn't say a health scare, but about 25 years ago, I tore my meniscus playing basketball, and I never got it fixed. So I've been dealing with knee injury issues for literally about 23 years more. It happened to me when I was like 21. So 27 years I've been living with the knee injury. This isn't about the money yet. Even though money would fix this quick too, but I can't go chase bread. First of all, when you chase bread, man, you gotta have honor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, not. I seen a guy do a video the other day, and he was saying, look at these people who are doing what they're doing to get money, and he made the point that they weren't hungry like that, that they weren't, it wasn't necessary, and that's why he was mad at them. He said that if they were truly doing it because they hadn't eaten days, or they had a kid that was starving, he wouldn't mind it. Like, not wouldn't mind it, but he could understand it. You know, money got us all going crazy, and it's not our fault. It's systematic. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm authentic as it gets. And I don't do that on some, like a dude would be like, "Oh, I'm so handsome, blah blah blah." That's not what I'm doing right here. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it authentic in a world where authenticity has lost its value. Integrity. You know, there's still honorable G's out there and stuff. I mean, I seen NYC is bizarre. It's crazy out here. You know, and I know it's bizarre in other places too. Don't get it messed up. Don't think that I think NYC, even though I do think it's sort of like, I don't know, it's like the center of the earth type stuff in my opinion. But California, Hollywood, the weather over there, that's probably the other place where everybody wants to go. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, about 10 years ago, after dealing with the torn meniscus for like 17 years without getting it checked out, um, I had to get an MRI on my leg, and I forgot why I got the MRI. Hey, what's up, Letitia? How you doing? Thanks for popping up. Big shout out. Uh, but the torn meniscus, I forgot, why did I go in for the MRI? I think it was for the pain in my leg. So we already knew I had a torn meniscus. So what happens is when you thank you. That's sweet of you. I'm flattered. She said, Letitia just came in and she said, "Hey there, I'm fine. I'm good. I finally caught alive." That's love right there. I'm flattered. I appreciate that. That means that you subscribed, and you knew I do the lives, and I do them at. I'm when it comes to sleeping hours, I'm all over the place. So like that's why I do the late lives, because I never wake up early. So but so they give me an MRI to check to see what the pain is. When they check, they're like, "You got a torn meniscus." This was the first time I found out that my meniscus had been torn. So, but what happens is when you get a torn meniscus, when your knee bends, it rubs together for some reason. At least when the one that I got. So the constant rubbing, right, I don't know if this is factual. This is just something that I'm speculating. The constant rubbing of the knee joint when you go, like, let's say you try to walk to stay in shape or play basketball, I think the friction of the rubbing creates like bumps on the inside. So I wasn't able to walk. I was bedridden for like a month and I couldn't take it no more. So they were about to, fix whatever what was going on. And he goes, we took the MRI. He goes, you have a torn meniscus. And he said, you got a cyst that ruptured. Now, mind you, I'm dying for a month from pain from the cyst. And I didn't know it was a cyst. I thought it was just the torn meniscus because it would hurt in the past for 17 years, but not like the way it was. So it was the cyst that was causing the major pain. To make a long story short, 10 years later, the cyst is back. And it's crazy because we have an autistic child, me and my lady. And, this morning he was wilding out. So like she was going to have to wake up early to take care of him. So I felt bad. So I was like, let me jump in. Let me take care of him, cook him some breakfast, and buy her some more time to sleep. So I don't know what happened. I'm not like out there exercising like I should, but I don't think that's what was the trigger. So I think from doing more than what I used to do, there's a cyst on my knee again. And now I could barely walk. I'm screaming if I've been like, let's say this was the knee and I bent it. When I bend it from one point to another, it's extreme pain, like scream, like you'll scream when you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh man, I'm like, I'm gonna wait a second, see if it goes away on its own. But I'm like, you know what? Let me go on YouTube and let me get on people's case for letting money, destroy their minds. Cause I'm on it like that right now. Like I'm so pissed off about my leg that like we gonna be a little different today. You know what I'm saying? You see me with my little jewelry, you know what I'm saying? We don't never do nothing fake neither. So don't ever think whatever I got on is not real. But this is something I've had for years, decade, maybe over a decade now. And if I had it to all do over again, I probably would have done something different with the bread. You know what I'm saying? And look at what I'm gonna do a piece. Like, if you notice on my regular videos, I did my first piece on Kendrick Lamar and Drake. But you're learning how to edit and nobody's teaching you. So you're picking up on things slowly. So I realized when I do the live, when I do the pieces, not the lives, that you gotta video record yourself and audio record yourself simultaneously. So the next one that I'm gonna do is really gonna be exposing not the people. The list is ridiculous. We're talking about Cat Williams, P. Diddy, Fat Joe, Oprah, um, Taraji. The list is just, it's crazy right now. So many people are getting blown up. And really the root behind whatever's going on is money. Always. Very few negative things happen on this planet that aren't caused by money. Like even the thing on my the cyst that I might have on my knee due to the torn meniscus, you see, that's not something that's really about money. So negative things do happen um um besides over money, but evil doesn't. If you really look about see, there's nothing evil about the cyst on my knee. The cyst on my knee is a health issue. It's probably something I caused by not handling my business. But usually most things negative and definitely everything evil, usually the basis, maybe all the time, the basis is money. There's 7 deadly sins. So jealousy, lust, hate, envy, they all play into the picture. But that money be having people bugging, and then to top it off, like let's say you mess up and you start abusing a substance and you can't go on without that substance. Now money has hit a next level of urgency for you. Now you're out there doing wild stuff to get bread, worse than if you were just messed up regular. Now you chasing that, you got that monkey on your back, you chasing that high, you'll steal. You know what I'm saying? So like, I see a lot of the youngins, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna like get on their case because when I was young, I was wild. I mean, like I don't really try to like go on about how off the hook I was when I was young. Thank you. She said facts. And she put the applause emoji. Thank you. But yeah, and to be honest, Letitia, like how many times have you seen, well, first of all, um, what kids don't understand is that the parents be busy paying bills, buying food. So the kids, when they hit adolescence, they be wanting pocket money. But sometimes the parents don't be having pocket money to give them. And that's another way when it starts because when my pops would turn me down or not hit me with bread, I would go out there and, I would go out there and do stupid stuff. And that's why I'm not really on it with the youngins because they got people go through phases. The reason I'm saying this type of stuff right now is because I just hit 48. I'm headed towards 50, you know? So, like, there ain't no time to play games. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you young, you got time to play games. There ain't no time to play games. You know, um, when I talk about money, I talk about the Hollywood executives, the people like P. Diddy. Yes, that's right. Letitia wrote, me too. Yeah, I believe it. You know how many people out there probably got kids that like they're lit. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you something. Like I got an autistic kid. So one thing about my son's disability, there's no perks to it. I would never say that. But what I would say is that he'll never be out there wilding like I was, or even like some dudes that are worse than I was. My son is home at 14. Even though he don't speak, he won't be on the corner hustling. He won't be letting that thing off. He won't be doing time. So, like I said, I would never say perks come with a disorder like autism. But you know, I know that other parents have to worry about things that I don't have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I wish that I could make it where everybody had money in their pockets all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. They talk about changing things. People act like they never heard the story of Robin Hood. Now, we all know that Robin Hood took from the rich to give to the poor. You ever hear anybody call Robin Hood a villain? Or was he the hero? Right. So, do you think, given, I wouldn't say take from the rich, I would say find a way to get them to agree to help the people less fortunate. Do you think that would be applauded or you think that would be booed? Because for me, I'm out here chasing money to try to help people that I love. You know what I'm saying? That's right. He was a hero. I've known your bro Quinn for a while now. Ask him about Chola. Uh-huh. Listen, let me tell you something. You wrote he was a hero. You already letting me know. And I am gonna ask my brother about you, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, Chola's different. Chola's a real good person. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my bro G'd Up Quinn. You know what I'm saying? That's a good person. He's a person that helped me, not let money, obsess me to the point where I would do sucker stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's live, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to say, sucker SHIT, but I gotta replace it with stuff because it's not a big thing. I told people before that YouTube is teaching people how to not be vulgar. I you know I expression should be, you should be able to express yourself. But if there's a child watching, you can't be all f this and be this and see this. You know, so and besides too, I don't want people that think that I rely on vulgarity to get my point across. You know, I'm very articulate. You know, I'm a very intelligent human being. If I can't articulate myself without being vulgar, I would be disappointed in myself. You know, I haven't talked this clean and since I was since I was being threatened to get a backslap for cursing. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, yo, it's crazy. Like right now, I be letting f bombs fly, n word, everything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to tell people be careful with money, man. Money will make you stab your best friend in the back. You know, money will make you want to go get clothes so you could look fly, and you want to look fly so you could steal your homie's girlfriend type stuff. All that. When I was young, you know, you'd hear, "Oh man, I could have your girlfriend" and all that stuff. Man, that's for the youngins, man. People, real G's, they don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? If I had I wouldn't even throw dirt on my woman's name like that. If I was with a person that would let another person have them and disrespect me like that, she was never mine to begin with. She was yours. You could have her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on it like that. We different. You know, I went through my time. I don't got to prove nothing to nobody. If you come where I'm at, they're gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you about Quinn and Spank. You know, but I don't like to, associate my brother's thing and my thing too much because we different people. So I'll rephrase that. You know what I'm saying? If you came out here and you asked people about me when I was running around, they'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, my thing right now is to tell people be careful with that money. You see all the stuff going on in Hollywood. That's about that's about talented people not being let in the door because they don't want your talent. They want you to do something sexual to them behind closed doors, and then you got the part. So what you saying? My acting, my rapping, my singing, my none of that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is men mostly. I'm not acting like there ain't no women out there that wouldn't take advantage of somebody for sex, but you know that's a masculine thing for the most part. And for any man that gotta use a person who's trying to use their talent to get somewhere, and you say, "Forget your talent, man. Come in the back with me and do something sexual," and you get the part, you already know you're a piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to be real. You're supposed to be a good person. If you are doing auditions and you see a person rocks the spot, that's when you give them the job. You don't see some girl that's how you call this, a girl you would lust for, and you say, "I'll give you the part if you would go." That's that Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, P. Diddy type stuff. Allegedly, you got to throw allegedly on everything. So YouTube, I said allegedly, even though it's already been found out, like the Weinstein thing and the Epstein thing, they've been found guilty, I believe. So but like I said, for me, since I don't got the news in front of me right now. You look it up. You know, stop it with this money thing, man. If you starving, if you really ain't eating stuff, then I could understand you running around like a chicken with your head cut off over money. But if you doing okay, if you paying your rent, if you got a house, if you got a car, if your kids got food in their mouth, what is you still chasing for? Especially doing grimy stuff to get more. Let's say you got $200,000 in your bank account, and let's say you're making $1,000 a week income, and everything is good. There's people out there that still go harder, and like if it's no sweat, it's not causing stress. You're not doing nothing grimy over it. That's different. If it's doing something you love, that's different. But don't kill yourself over this bread, man. Especially if you're doing okay. If you're doing okay, don't kill yourself over bread, man. I see so much hate. I can't believe what I be seeing. I watch YouTube. It's like, yo, it's shock city. I ain't even gonna name no names. I just seen some guy, right? He had a midget, well, a little person. I know to watch my mouth, and that's not even because of YouTube. That's because I'm a G. So the guy has a little person on his show. He starts talking to her on some crazy stuff, like talking to her, like belittling her. And in my head, I'm like, I know it's a paper chase. You know what I'm saying? And he's an ignorant idiot. You know what I'm saying? Because only that's a human being. It don't matter if something happened to them during birth genetically. Like, that's a grown ass woman. That's part of the reason why you never seen Gary Coleman from Different Strokes. He couldn't stand being around people because I forgot who it was, but they told a story about Gary Coleman. This is the guy Arnold from Different Strokes, and there's a story about somebody picking him up, even though he was already turning into an adult. Even Webster, you don't pick up an adult. You know what I'm saying? Um, the paper chase is crazy, bro. I'm really literally in here just telling y'all guys, don't let money mess your head up. Get your rent, get your bills, get your food, get your clothes, let your kids look spiffy. You look spiffy, and then let's call it a day. You don't gotta have extras to the ends of time. You know what I'm saying? These dudes want to swim in gold like Scrooge McDuck. They want to be like Smog from The Hobbit and sleep on top of a pile of gold coins. And the thing that happened with Trump, I spoke about it. The 3 hours after Trump got hit, I said, yo, I don't really know about that. And that was the first thing that jumped into my head. And nobody really, a couple of people, I got views, little views, whatever, whatever, but not to the degree of if a famous person said it. So I look, and Godfrey, like a week later, Godfrey is the man. I got I beyond got no problems with Godfrey. Like, he's hilarious. He was doing an imitation of somebody the other day. It was so funny. But he said that he felt like, you never know. I didn't watch the whole thing, but the title of Godfrey's video said, was the assassination attempt on the former president real, or was it staged? Now, you know how YouTube is. You got to be careful or whatever. But let me tell you something. I said it 3 hours after it happened, and I said maybe, because you don't know nothing about nothing with people like that. What's going on? They definitely are super secretive. They keep you out the loop. But 7 days later, Godfrey said, "Was it staged?" And I wrote on my Facebook, I said, look, Godfrey's saying it now. I said, now maybe y'all will listen. I said it 3 hours after, not one comment. I look at Godfrey. He put it 7 days after mine. He's got like 100,000 views. And the difference is that Godfrey's saying it, and everybody knows Godfrey. And when Spankdog said it 3 hours after it happened, people don't know me. I'm not thirsty to be famous. Like I said, man, I take care of my family, and I'll be able to take care of my family to the day I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not on YouTube chasing paper. I'm here trying to wake people up and telling people help each other. Don't I'm not a religious fanatic, but I believe in a higher power for sure. And I'm Catholic, but that's by like when you grow up, you find out, parents follow a certain religion, you end up following the same religion, but it's not like I really ever chose. I was born into Catholicism. So, the Catholic religion, whatever, and I believe you could say Catholicism. So, money is crazy. Letitia wrote, she put 100. Yeah, that's right, man. I never seen anybody do anything more stupid than overbread. You know, if you see me shining, if you see me paying my rent, you know, it's a united thing. You know, I got my wife with me. She works. You know, my mother helps out, and we come together and we make it happen. You know, but like violating people over money. I just seen a video, right, about in the Bronx, right? The Taco Bell worker. She's a young lady, bro. She could be a young mother. And but I mean, like, she could be a mother of some of the youngins that go in Taco Bell and violate. So she starts telling the cameraman, she's like, look, they take all the stuff, they throw it on the floor outside, they violate me. She said that they came into, this is in the Bronx. She said they came into the Taco Bell. They didn't have enough bread to pay for everything, so she hooked them up. This is her showing them love because they don't got enough. Like, you know how kids are. I just told you about how the parents don't be having money to, give the kids pocket money sometimes. So out of the crew, I guess some had pocket money, some didn't. So she noticed that like one or two of them couldn't get nothing while the others were eating, and she blessed them. And they still violated her. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Even though you a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta grow up fast. The judge ain't gonna want to hear that I'm a kid shit. You know what I'm saying? The judge is gonna throw you in jail. He ain't me. I'm the one that thinks about that we live in poverty, and they set us up for failure, and a lot of people that live in good neighborhoods don't even know about the head start that they got. You know, I'm from Ralph Avenue between Putnam and Jefferson, and my father wasn't broke, but he still hadn't gotten us out the hood yet. So if you got money but you still live in the slums, you know, the money ain't gonna change your state of mind. You know what I'm saying? So even though my pops was able to fill the fridge, I was still street fascinated like a madman. You know what I'm saying? Then we moved to a better neighborhood, and I couldn't even appreciate that. I wanted to go back to the ghetto. You know, I thought that meant no more video music box, no more breakdancing, no more arcade games, no more friends. You know, all my friends was on Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't even understand that your pops is trying to take you and put you into a place where you won't have a street fascination. There's people out there that got money. There's no good reason for them to crash out, and they still crash out. You know what I'm saying? Miss those days. Yeah, man. Video games. Yo, man, people don't even know Space Invaders, Asteroids, Missile Command, Donkey Kong. Like, yeah, those were the days. I was talking about Skelly, Cocolivio, Johnny on the Pony. Like, you know, when you kids, that's innocent. That's a little crazy now. I wouldn't be jumping on nobody when I'm an adult. But that's kid stuff. But even like red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. I remember when we used to choose sides, we would do the not because you're dirty, not because you're clean, just because you kissed the girl behind the magazine in the year of 19. Hot potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Not because you're dirty, not because you're clean. This was to choose sides for tag, for Coco Livio, for, you know. I remember when I used to live on Ralph between Putnam and Jefferson and Bedford Stuyvesant. But my grandmother lived on Stockholm between Irvin and Whitecourt. So my pops would drop us off at my grandmother's house. This is like from 6 years old to like 10, 12 years old. So we would go to Stockholm, right? So we would all go into the street to play Skelly. The homies from Stockholm that I grew up with. Big shout out to Heck. Big shout out to Felix. Big shout out to Noel. So the other Heck, that did time. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody from Stockholm that I grew up with. Marco, Pablito, everybody. So um we were going to the middle of the street. So like me and my brother, we weren't in school like some of the dudes from the block. They used to pop on the bottom of the school chairs. There was the how you call it, like the foot of the chair. You could pop it off. It would make the most insane skelly top. And me and my brother, like if we were to get in trouble in school, popping the seat off the top, or I was too young to even do it. Maybe my brother was able to mess with chairs like that. But when you're 7, 8 years old, you're not gonna pop none of, and I used to try. I used to flip the chair over and try to pop it off real quick, but it wouldn't come off. I don't know how the kids from Stockholm used to do it, but I used to be so jello. They used to have these fly metal tops, and for anybody who don't know what skelly is, you draw a box in chalk, and then you put numbers in the box, and you take a top and you try to shoot it into every box. So, but we would go and get the quarter waters, the giant quarter waters. They would come with a plastic top, and then you would take the candle wax and throw it in, and you'd be playing Skelly. Yes, those were the days. I mean, I'd give anything to have a fountain of youth. You know what I'm saying? You know, uh, yeah, fountain of youth. Time traveling ain't gonna matter because it ain't gonna regenerate me. You know what I'm saying? So to hell with time travel. I don't want to go back in time. I want to be. I want a fountain of youth. That's what I really need. I remember when I first popped my meniscus, I couldn't walk for like a month and a half, and I still didn't go to the hospital. I was so scared of surgery that I let it heal wrong. And I was such a good basketball player, and I lost so much from not going and getting the meniscus fixed. I mean, I've heard stories that even if you get your meniscus fixed, it could still be messed up. So I used to be able to clap boards. I'm only 5'9", and they would throw the ball ahead to on a fast break, and I would snatch the ball up and go up and clap with both hands. That's how much lift I had. They know what it is for a 5'9" man to get a fast break showtime and take off and smack the board with both hands. If you're only 5'9", I was getting up there. I was grabbing the rim, and when I got my meniscus torn, I lost so much. It was hard for me to beat people to the hole. I couldn't even nip the backboard anymore. You know, I wish I had a fountain of youth. I wish I had a fountain of youth for everybody. Letitia, if you were in need of one, I would definitely you could borrow the fountain of youth. You know what I'm saying? I just my leg hurts so much right now. Like if I was to try to bend my leg right now like this, you would hear like a scream. So like right now I'm just keeping my leg still and I'm praying in a few days it goes away. Because I do not want to go to the hospital and them tell me that they gotta go in the knee and remove the cyst or whatever. Like, you know, stressed out right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, YouTube is a good look, because you get to vent. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not the kind of guy that does woe is me. Like, everybody gets frustrated and stuff, but I'm not the woe is me kind of person. You know, if you got friends and you ring in their ear about problems, those are your friends. They're supposed to be able to, you know what I'm saying, be there for you and vice versa. But with YouTube, I could go live and there'll be people that got the same, they're on the same page. To all the youngins out there, man, be careful with that paper chase. That shit will land you in trouble. And you see, like, I know I'm not supposed to say the S word, but I still say it because I mean it. I'm passionate about this. I got mad love in my heart. I'm a real person, like a real good dude. I can't believe the way some of these people act on YouTube. But big shout out to all the people that ain't obsessed with themselves and, they care about other people. I've given a lot of money away to people that, that are people I love, and if I wouldn't have done that, I would have been on top right now. But I don't regret it. I don't regret seeing a person, drowning and me coming along and, saving them from drowning. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually proud of that, you know, and I'm pretty sure God will reward me, you know, if I make it to the pearly gates, you know. I just came on here real quick, man. I had to like, just had to vent and let people know, man, money. Cause like right before I got on here, I was like YouTube browsing and I'm watching stuff and I'm seeing so many people act like bozos. And then I think about it, I'm like, why are they acting like bozos? I'm like, they're chasing paper. Some people are just ignorant. And let me tell you, some of them, that's the parents' fault. One thing about me, my father and my mother, they taught me not to be uptight. That's why, I be feeling the Democratic Party, because the Republicans be too uptight. But then I feel like Democrats be too loose sometimes. So it's like I don't even want to be neither. I just want to be me. I want to be Spank. If I agree with that, I agree with that. If I agree with that, I agree with that. I ain't no Democrat or no Republican, you know. And I'm a human being before I'm a Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all, man. Yo, Letitia, man, that's big love, man. I appreciate you right now. You know, this was therapeutic. But yeah, man, be a human being first, man, and be careful chasing that paper, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. Yo, Letitia, thank you very much, man. God bless you. God bless you and yours.